Gaming Bolt presents the top 25 PS4 exclusives of 2017 and beyond. The PS4 hasn't had a wealth of exclusives in the years since its release, but 2017 will mark a major change for the system. The 25 games in this list mark some of the most impressive titles coming to PS4 in 2017 and beyond. Tales of Berseria. The long-running Tales series is getting a new entry. It still has the same anime-like style, beautiful anime cutscenes, and action-based RPG gameplay. Like all new games in the series, Tales of Berseria features a brand new story and characters, while continuing to build upon the strong base that has defined the series for years. What Remains of Edith Finch? An experimental game about a cursed family in Washington state. The game is comprised of a series of short stories, each focusing on a different member of the family. It's filled with bizarre, beautiful imagery, telling each tale in a way that truly makes it worthwhile to simply walk and experience a story. All signs point to this game being a new benchmark for exploration, story-based games. Dreams. Media Molecule's newest project is unlike anything else you've ever seen. It's essentially a very in-depth and complex game creator. You can create simple levels and structures, or craft your own games, films, or experiences. It's still a little difficult to fully comprehend, so hopefully it launches soon so we can finally get our hands on it. Ace Combat 7. Get ready to engage in blisteringly fast, gorgeously realized air combat once again. Ace Combat 7 brings the series to PS4, with the series' classic action intact. But now you can experience the series in a brand new way, thanks to the magic and wonder of VR, placing you right in the middle of the fire-filled skies. Yakuza 0. Yakuza is known for its colourful cast of characters, fantastically realised worlds, and brutal depiction of the famous Japanese crime syndicate. Yakuza 0 takes the series back in time to 1988, telling a story set before the first title. It will offer a unique style that will simultaneously reveal more about the series' characters. Wild. The world of Wild is a mystical one. Players control a shaman, a warrior who is in tune with nature, letting him commune with various beasts and critters. What this means is that while you explore the vivid primal world, you can take over the bodies of these animals, with each providing new skills and abilities. All of this lets you interact with the world in a myriad of ways, delivering a truly unique sandbox. Rime. It's been a long time coming, but Rime is finally just over the horizon. The premise is simple, yet intriguing. You control a young boy as he traverses a mysterious island, looking for a way to escape it and the curse that plagues it. It's a puzzle platformer whose Wind Waker-style visuals pop off the screen and give the island a simultaneous sense of beauty and danger. Hellblade: Senua's Sacrifice. Hellblade is the newest title from Ninja Theory, the fine folks who gave us the new DMC several years ago. This should tell you a lot about the kind of game it is. It's a character action game set in a brutal Celtic world, so expect sweeping combos, flashy attacks, and gruesomely designed enemies. Crash Bandicoot Remaster. It's happening. After Activision released some lackluster titles starring the jorts-wearing Bandicoot, Sony is stepping back into the picture. The original 3 titles are getting the remake treatment. We still haven't seen the gameplay, but we can only imagine that this means Crash will return to his roots, with beautiful stylized graphics tying the whole package together. Hopefully this collection makes way for a brand new Crash adventure. Days Gone. Sony is broadening their portfolio, adding an ambitious new open-world title in Days Gone. You play as a motorbike riding mercenary after a zombie apocalypse has settled over the world. But there is a key difference that separates Days Gone from other zombie games. The zombies attack in throngs, swarming through the world like waves of undead water. Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue. As of Kingdom Hearts HD 2.8, every game in the series can be played across PS3 and PS4. 2.8 packs in the 3DS game Dream Drop Distance, and a new short episode that takes place after Birth by Sleep. Other than that, it's the same old Kingdom Hearts games you've played before, but with HD graphics to better realize the beautiful Disney worlds that were previously trapped on portable systems. Nier Automata. Nier was a very underrated game. It's an action game with heavy puzzle elements, set in a strange and decaying world. While the combat in the first was underwhelming, the masters over at Platinum Games are taking over for Nier Automata, putting emphasis on fast-paced combat and flashy, stylish attacks. It'll be great to have a Japanese action title exclusively on PS4. Ni no Kuni 2. The first Ni no Kuni combined the stunning visuals of a Studio Ghibli film with the fluid RPG gameplay that the folks at Level 5 have mastered. It told a touching story set in a fantastical world, and the sequel is set to do it all over again. Ni no Kuni 2 once again looks like an animated film come to life, telling the story of a young prince as he overcomes his fears and sets about saving his dying kingdom. Final Fantasy VII: The Zodiac Age. Return to the land of Ivalice in 2017. The entirety of Final Fantasy VII has been remastered, making the PS2 classic new again. The combat system was very different from anything else in the series. It was similar to that of an MMO, fighting enemies in the overworld with battles taking place in real time. There will be plenty of Final Fantasy in the next year, but we're looking forward to taking a trip back in time. Yakuza 6. The twisted story of betrayal and crime continues in Yakuza 6. Each game continues to evolve with the times, creating more immersive worlds and refining the gameplay systems that have defined the series for years. Yakuza 6 has the makings to be one of the best games in the series, creating a crime drama to rival all others. Detroit: Become Human. If you like Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls, then Detroit: Become Human is going to be right up your alley. The cast is comprised of androids as they navigate a world controlled by humans, where androids are treated as slaves or servants. It presents plenty of choices and themes that look like they will culminate in an incredibly interesting and different title. Nioh. If you're a fan of Dark Souls but don't love the fantasy setting, then Nioh is for you. Set in feudal Japan, you slash your way through mischievous demons, switching between 3 sword stances to one-up your opponent and hack them to bits. It has a lot of new ideas on top of its clearly Dark Souls-inspired gameplay, making it a good substitute for the devilishly difficult series. Shenmue 3. We are finally on the cusp of returning to the world of Shenmue. The story has been left hanging for more than 10 years, leaving us all to wonder whatever came of Ryo and his quest to avenge his father. But now, thanks to Kickstarter and the generosity of Sony, we can finally see how things end, or at least get the next chapter. Persona 5. Persona 5 will star a new group of characters, a new supernatural mystery, new devilish personas, and plenty of new social links to build up. The main characters are also thieves, adding to the typical high school student archetype that has defined the series' protagonists. It's still the same stylized, fast-paced series that has drawn in millions of players throughout the world. Spider-Man. Everybody's favourite web-slinger is getting another game, and it's coming exclusively to PS4. Not only that, but it's being developed by Insomniac Games, the studio behind Ratchet & Clank and the Resistance series. He's sporting a new suit, the swinging looks great, and we can't wait to learn more. God of War. Kratos certainly made his mark on Greek mythology, tearing through the world with an unbridled rage. But the new God of War is set to introduce a very different kind of Kratos. Not only has he moved on to Norse mythology, but he now has a son. This currently unnamed child will be with the Spartan for the entire game, giving the story more depth and emotional resonance. Gran Turismo Sport. Another long wait for a Gran Turismo game. Gran Turismo Sport will continue the series' legacy of beautifully rendered racing simulations, speeding down some of the most famous tracks in the world in some of the fastest cars in existence. The inclusion of VR will raise the bar for immersion, drawing players right into the action on the track and throwing you behind the wheel. Final Fantasy VII Remake. After years of fans clamoring for the return of Cloud and the rest of Avalanche, Square Enix has finally answered our cries. The combat system has been updated to be more similar to that of Final Fantasy XV, and the story will be split into 3 parts, but we will finally get to return to the twisted streets of Midgar. No promises that we won't still cry when Aerith dies. Death Stranding. Leave it to Kojima to announce a game, show a trailer that may or may not be indicative of the final product, but regardless, we are filled with anticipation at the very prospect of Kojima trying something new. We love Metal Gear to death, but we also know that he has a wealth of ideas floating around his brain, and we just want to see some of them projected onto a screen. Horizon Zero Dawn. Guerrilla Games has spent the past 12 years making Killzone games. Horizon Zero Dawn marked a departure for the studio, and what a departure it is. The modern world fell to ruin, returning its inhabitants to a more primal time, but giant robotic creatures still roam the land. The massive open world and diverse array of gameplay options will make for an experience that is truly unique. This could very well be the start of a fantastic new PlayStation franchise.
Like this video? Why not give us a like and subscribe? We try and upload amazing videos almost every single day. Thank you for watching this video, and we'll see you on the next one.